Hey, 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 I got something to say. You've been talking mighty big and bold all night about what us dudes should do. Now, just for a change, let's see you do something really heavy on your own.
Wise words from Fat Albert. Do something heavy on your own instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing and criticizing them. Do something on your own. And speaking of doing something on your own, I'm going to bring Retro Nerd Girl in because she has a great channel on her own. Here we go.
Oh,
What's up,
thank you.
Retro? We
Hi.
missed you last time on
Oh, yeah.
Friday, I know Saturday night special
Oh.
when we
Oh,
were
you
on.
did.
Yeah, remember we were on late Saturday
Oh,
night.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and Mikey we just decided we're gonna go live on a Saturday night.
Oh, man.
It was
Yeah.
okay. I just wanted to review the last voyage of Demeter,
Oh,
and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a
okay.
great horror movie. Don't believe
Okay.
those rotten reviews they're giving it.
Yeah, they're
It's like
getting
an
it's
old one.
getting
It's like an old horror movie. Actually, it has an
Oh,
actual
really?
build up, and yes,
Oh, I
it's
can't wait
cool.
to see it.
And let's bring on our other co-host, Mr. Mikey Sutton.
A group
Hey.
of women are standing in front of a grave. They're crying. Women are dressed in black. There's a coffin. Inside the coffin is a dead penis. The women are bawling their eyes out as the cock of their life is gonna go 6 feet under.
Uh,
They can't stop weeping over the penis.
Oh my lord!
They've never had this kind of heartbreak and sadness. Imagine losing your penis and
yeah.
then being there at the funeral. You have now opened Pandora's box. Mikey
What
said you
the
got
heck?
to Hello, Retro and
I apologize, Retro. I had no idea. I'm not
Yeah, they
part of
clearly had no idea.
Mikey.
I literally came up with it and say, I don't know how this film popped into my head, but once it did, I'm like, wait a minute, we can do a whole show surrounding forgotten pop culture of the 80s and 90s, and this is one of them. You
What
probably have
movie
never
is
heard of
that?
this, so we'll discuss this on the show. But anyway, great being here today, guys.
Wow, that's hilarious and bizarre. Now I'm
Yeah.
curious. This is a movie that.
It's a movie, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
it's a real movie?
It's a film, yeah. And I
What is what is
haven't
it
seen.
called?
Well, it'll be on the show today. I want to get
Oh.
your.
yeah, we got.
Okay, I even had the cover for it too, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
get your reaction to the
Okay, let me open it up.
cover.
Is
It's
it
gonna be hilarious.
X-rated? I mean, what's going on here? Is
Well,
it in
I think it
season?
was. I think it was R rated, but there was nothing graphic in it. I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah, the penis was never shown, if I recall. But it's hilarious, and I don't know why it all of a sudden entered my memory banks. I reviewed this film, and the other day all of a sudden I started. Wait a minute, I remember that movie, and then let's do a show about stuff that people may have forgotten about or just never knew from the 70s and 80s. So
Okay.
then
Yeah,
that
let's
opened the
roll.
floodgates after that. Like, oh shit, man. I want to
Yeah, I don't.
stump you guys today.
I
Well,
haven't. I don't think my stuff is going to be as shocking or as
Yes.
underground on
I
that,
think you're
but
gonna win this one, Mikey.
yeah.
it helps to have a really good memory, I guess. But anyway, you want to go get started, Drankeron?
Yeah, but I want to bring up something that I didn't tell you guys about.
Oh,
But
sure. Yeah, yeah.
I want to just sorry, I'm just getting everybody in the chat caught up. Thanks for tuning in, chat,
Mm.
and keep the chat going as we
Oh, hi
do the
everybody in the
show.
chat.
But yeah, we
How are
have
you
quite a
guys
few rolling
doing?
in. Our favorite
Hey, Brogu.
Brogu, or as Fraser calls them, Boo Chew or Boo Crew. Fraser, man, y'all love Fraser. All right.
Okay.
I wanted to bring up a show I've been watching, and I just think that not enough people or hearing about it or talking about it, but
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it, and it's on Peacock, so that might be one of the reasons no one's really
Yeah,
talking
well,
about
well,
it.
a Cox City in today's show, yeah.
Yes, another cock reference. Twisted Metal.
Okay. I've never.
Love this show. It's crazy, man.
All
And
right.
but it's
Down.
it's like Mikey. It's wacky, but it's wacky the right way.
Is that what's his name?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow.
I forgot the young actor's name, but yes, that's him.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of actors that used to be superheroes or are playing superheroes. They're going to like Netflix and these other streamers to get their movies, other movies made.
You know,
Yeah,
Nick, when I saw this ad, I
go
thought
ahead.
it was a video game. I did not know it was a show.
This
It,
looks good.
it's based on the video game, which I never played the
Oh,
video
okay.
game.
Oh,
Okay, that's
I
why.
have no clue about the video game.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie. Thank
oh,
you.
Anthony Mackie. Yes,
I,
yes,
I
yes.
met Anthony
Yes.
Mackie
Yeah.
3 times. I met him 3 times in person. So
Oh,
It looks like
wow.
got
some people
several
in the
pictures with
chat
him.
are enjoying it too. It's
Oh.
it's basically like a Mad Max type world, and this guy Anthony Mackie, his character is called the Milkman, and what they do is they go out into the wastelands and make deliveries to other cities.
Oh,
That just sounds badass.
And there's this, yeah, it would be something right up your alley, Mikey. I can
Like,
tell you.
oh my
So all
god.
and in the wasteland, of course, this is insane. All this insane stuff goes on because it's lawless, like a Mad Max type of situation, And then in the cities too, it's not really that much better because they're all run by a bunch of fascists. So pick your poison. Be in the wasteland or be ruled by these fascists. And the clown, Sweet Tooth, he steals the show for me. He's out of control. He's very lovable, but at the same time, he'll just turn around and chop up people.
he's lovable.
Yeah, but he's
so
like
lovable.
very nice too. And what surprises me about the show is there's actually some really cool heartfelt moments and all this mania. And I'm like, how are they pulling this off?
That's
man?
awesome.
I want to
How
see
are
it
they-
for sure.
yeah.
There's no zombies in it, right?
Not that I've seen no far. No.
Oh, good.
No. But
Then that
it's
dude-
it's
that dude in
gory.
the back,
I'm not gonna. It's
that-
gory.
That dude in the back looks like Mad Max Road
Right?
Warrior.
Right?
It's like just-
That's what it's giving me the vibes of Road Warrior, but they're also kind of nicely dressed too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So see what happens if he does a good delivery, then they get like good clothes and they're
Oh,
like, I'll give this
That's
away
a
'cause it's not
twist, yeah.
spoiler, but he got like some brand new Jordans,
okay.
so they get rewarded with nice things and all that. So that's why they're milkmen.
I don't
Or
have
milk.
Peacock, but now I want Peacock just to see this.
Me too.
Yeah,
I don't have
Peacock.
it.
They maybe I should get a little paid promotional plug here because
Uh-oh.
they have their version with commercials is like $5 a month or something like that.
Okay.
So it's
okay.
not too outrageous, And there's other good shows on there too. I
I've got to
mainly
get
got
a second
Peacock.
job, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I mainly got Peacock because I watched all the WWE wrestle. What would have been pay-per-views back in the day. They put them
Yeah.
on there if you get the service. So it's better than a $50 charge when you just can pay $5 a month. I can handle that. So
Well, that's a smart move by Peacock to have wrestling on there. That's actually very.
I don't even
smart
think
move.
it'd be on the air if they didn't,
Mm.
because wrestling, all that pay-per-view money that they
Yeah.
or just the eyes, right, Mikey? Just the
Yeah.
people that it brings in, man. So I just wanted to shout out Twisted Metal. If you
Thank
get a
you for
chance,
that.
Okay. Yeah,
check it
that's
out.
Really
It's a cool, fun show. And
Was not even on my radar. I thought it was a video game. I didn't know it was a show. Like, yeah.
yeah, it's based on. I never played the video game either, and I'm sure people in the chat have, but I never. So I can't compare it to it. But as a show, I enjoyed it, man.
Oh, the cool premise.
Yeah.
This
was
it
really
sounds like
fun.
old school stuff that you would have seen back in our day. You know what I mean?
Yes, it really does.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see what the chat is saying.
Yeah, it does feel like,
1980,
1990, 1990,
Yeah.
89.
Sweet
80.
Tooth's fire. Sweet Tooth was my favorite to play in the game. Sweet Tooth is
Oh.
insane. The DC Talk. Hey, what's up, Brucifer? Kingdom of Nerds. Thanks for
Oh,
stopping
hey,
by.
Kingdom.
He's doing a great job over on Max's channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole new world over there, and it's for the better. For the
Yeah, that's
better.
how I found out about Kingdom of Nerds was from one of
Oh, from one of Max's
Max's
streams.
streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good content over there. A lot of really great conversations, and then Rhea is over there too. So it's really
Oh
good to
yeah.
see her. Um,
Ray
yeah,
of the
I didn't know
so
that.
positive.
Yeah, I had no idea that. Well, I saw that poster in my peripheral, but I was like, okay, well, I'll get to it after I get to something else. But it was nice to get the recommendation that it's really good. The only problem is getting Peacock, and
Yeah.
I I don't think I can squeeze in another
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 streaming
streaming
service.
service, right? It's like, oh, there's so many of them now. But I think if you want to, if we get award season, we're gonna need what, Peacock or one of them.
Yeah. I always thought like maybe Peacock and Paramount, even though I know they're two competing companies, they should really combine.
Oh yeah, I
That
think
Yeah, it's a good
so.
point. You're
yeah.
right. They
Yeah.
should.
That way they could at least get on people's radars. All right, man. So okay, Mikey, I will bring on my first
Okay.
thing. And remember, this guys, this is this anything. So you're in the chat, you want to talk about something we may have forgotten in pop
Yeah.
culture from the back in the day, go right ahead. Let me get up into my files over here and let me find the ones I want to talk about, because this is anything goes, y'all. Hopefully these transferred. Where the heck are they? Oh, this is gonna be annoying when these things come through.
Well, can I
All right.
mention? Oh, go ahead.
I found something I
You
can
found
show.
something. Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember these model kits, Mikey?
You know what? I actually don't. But I did have the Mattel Godzilla with the tongue. You press down, the tongue will pop out.
Oh, the Shogun Warrior.
The Shogun Warrior Godzilla. That. But I never.
You mean that
Holy
one right
shit!
there?
There you go, dude.
I was
That
talking
thing
about the
kicked
Shogun.
ass. I had that. I had Great Mazinga. That's all I can afford. Was just that. Holy shit, man, dude.
Those are
Wow.
cool.
Great
Yep.
Mazinga right in the middle.
But
And oh my god, they're so pricey now. Can you see them? Holy
Uh-oh.
shit, man, dude. No.
These were these Aurora, or I think I'm saying it right.
Oh,
Aurora,
the Roar,
model,
yeah.
model kits, and their main ones were my files didn't transfer, so that's annoying.
Oh, no.
Were what is it? There we go. There it
Those
is.
those I knew. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Godzilla was the rarest one, it seemed like, but they were just these model kits of the Universal monsters, and model kits were a thing like in the 70s for really sold well or popular. So if you had like a really popular licensed thing, you were going to make some money. And I remember we used to go up. There was a chain store called Wynn's here in Texas. Maybe it was elsewhere. I don't know, but they had always the cool toys and models and comics and everything. And it was we'd always go up there. I mean, my brother would beg my mom to buy us, a new model kit each time we would go. So at one point we did have them all.
Oh,
Man, what a collection
That's
that
nice.
would have been, dude.
Yeah, my brother, who was a way better artist than me, he would paint these things up and they would look fantastic.
Wow.
I was like, those look nice. So yes, the model kits of the 70s and 80s, and of course, you got other ones like the Star Wars licensed ones,
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica, Lost in Space, Star Trek. I think Aurora did like most of these too.
Wasn't there a Vampirella one as well?
Yes, there was. I
Oh my
believe
god,
so.
that looks awesome. I saw a picture of it, like, holy shit, it looks awesome.
I think you're correct. So yeah, Aurora model kits were what one of my first things I wanted to talk about. If anybody had those or remembers them, they were awesome. And the Godzilla one, the head glowed in the dark if you didn't want to paint it.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
get any
think-
more kick ass than that.
And I think
that's
his little
awesome.
spikes on his back were glow in the dark too, if I remember correctly.
Awesome. I was at the time, I was mainly collecting the cars. I was really into cars back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love those. But I remember seeing these though in stores and stuff. I just never got one.
Yeah, I would try to get one, and also like try to get Famous Monsters magazine along with it, so I could have like
dude.
let's get overwhelmed with all the monsters. Hey man,
Uncle Forey, man, I grew up on Uncle Forey. Hey
Oh,
Noel,
hi,
of
Noel.
course. My Dreamwalker
what's up, Noel?
co-creator, and on the chat there.
Yeah, we had some great Dreamwalker news last week, didn't we, Mikey?
Yeah.
If you didn't hear it, go
Yeah.
back and watch it. All right, so yeah, that was one of my forgotten picks, man. Aurora,
Dude, I love those.
Universal Monster Kits.
See how much fun
Yeah,
this
that's
is
cool.
to look
The
back.
Godzilla.
Yeah, how much is it on eBay now?
Oh, God.
Oh gosh, no.
Can you imagine like one not like open? How much it would be? Outrageous, I'm sure.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
You know what shocked me too, Mikey, is like I didn't know like top Star Wars cards are super expensive now.
They are?
Yes, remember
Yeah.
those were a dime a dozen. And I was like, what? Am I looking at the right thing?
Dude, I have the blue cards, I have the green cards, I have the orange ones. So the first three, not complete though, but I still have from when I was a kid. I still have them. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with
Memories,
did you get
dude.
Kiss cards too? Remember those?
Dude.
Well,
Okay.
I remember the Chris card.
Great topic there, dude. Because, I had the Kiss cards. I had a whole bunch of those because of that movie, Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Uh-huh.
Remember that
Oh,
cheesy NBC
Terrible
film?
cheesy.
Cheesy,
great.
but
Great.
if you're a
but
kid,
cheesy.
if you're 9 years old, you know what I mean.
You thought
but-
it was the coolest shit ever.
Oh, the
if you were
coolest
9 years
shit, man!
old. Yeah.
But man, dude, those cards. I don't know what it was. They smelled really bad.
Did
They stunk. They had a horrible stench. Like I don't know what kind of paper that Toss was using. They didn't. No, they weren't. They weren't like Star Wars cards. There was this odor to those cards, man. They smell
probably
really-
used some toxic supplies
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It smelled bad.
before
just-
regulation.
Oh, probably right. You know.
Oh, it's Kiss. It's just a bunch of rockers. Who
Yeah,
cares? Just
who
give 'em
cares?
whatever.
You know. We'll
Make
put
it
this.
cheap.
We'll put this cancer-causing chemical in there, right?
We'll just blame it on drugs.
You know, when I was a kid, Necron, you know, being Asian, I'm very sensitive to smell.
Uh-huh.
There are two things that I got as a kid that smelled the worst, and then they smelled really bad, like a stinging odor. The Kiss cards were one, and Charlton Comics. Charlton Comics had the cheapest paper.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god! If you bought Charlton Comics in the set, I'm not. They're so old now. The odor is probably gone. It's probably like an old comic book odor now. But when you bought them off the stands, oh man, dude!
I think I remember that. That was weird.
Oh no, well, okay, so that's what it is because they smelled bad.
Oh, ammonium. Oh,
That's terrible. Who would
Yeah.
have thought?
yeah. I don't
No.
remember any of this. But I don't think I could because I was my mom. It's like whatever my mom or her boyfriend at the time was interested in. That's what
That's
I was
what you were
exposed to.
interested in. Yeah.
That's what I was exposed to. And like, if it wasn't like on the front of like the newsstands, if anybody remembers newsstands, because I don't see any of them around anymore. They actually had like certain comics that they would have out,
Yeah.
and then in the back they had the adult magazines.
Yeah, well, I
do you
remember
do you
those.
remember that?
Oh hell yeah! It's part of my childhood. Yeah,
It's like, what's over there? They're like, no, you can't go back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I
Always trying to
was,
sneak a peek with them when you're walking by.
oh hell yeah, man!
Don't look at that.
Or if you see somebody looking at them, right, when you're standing, you know, behind them,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Mhm.
that's what there's in there. See,
Yeah.
I'm not looking at it, he is, you know.
The freaking forbidden
yeah.
zone.
It
Yeah.
helps that I was tall.
Me too.
So by the time
Oh.
I was 9 years old, I was already over 5 feet tall. I was
Oh wow.
yeah, I was tall. I'm 6'2", so I was already. I could like reach up to the top and grab something like up there. Whoa, hello.
Whoa.
Didn't know what I was seeing, but I like what I saw. You know?
That's hilarious. Hey,
But I
you're not
never,
a man. You're a kid. Get out of here.
you know, what? I never saw a newsstand as a kid. I never lived in the city. I always lived on the outskirts of a city, like in a
Oh.
town.
Mhm.
Like I live in Sacramento, but not in downtown Sacramento. I lived in
Mhm.
where the suburban areas. I was always near a base. Always near a base. Like, 'cause we were a military kid. So I never saw a
Mm.
newsstand. However, Circle K, 7-Eleven, a lot of
Mhm.
the grocery stores, they had comic books there.
Oh, really? And they had that in the grocery stores?
No, they didn't
Yeah,
have porn, but they had
the
comic
Circle
books.
K's did in my area, and all
Really?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
yeah,
7-Eleven.
the gas station stores, all they had them all.
interesting.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
remember check this out, Necron. I bought the first appearance of Deathstroke at Circle K. I'll never forget that.
Wow.
What a book to get, right? It was brand new. I remember buying my copy of that. And
Uh,
grocery stores had a spinner rack retro. You can like near the toy section.
hmm
Um,
You
there's
had a
always
toy
spin.
section in your
Yeah.
grocery store?
Well, you didn't have one. Yeah, where did you
No.
live?
No. Absolutely no. We so I guess like when I was little, we had there was a newsstand. That's where you would get like, but it was then we had like newsstand stores. So you would go
Oh
in. It
wow.
looked like bodegas really,
Yeah.
where you would check out, and then you could get gum and candy and all that stuff. But then there were all the comic books and all the magazines, and then a couple other things you might be able to like office supplies or whatever. And that was what they had, and I don't know what you would call that, but it was like magazine stores.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Really?
there were stands, right, where you could get a pick up a paper or whatever. But then for grocery stores, just had food and toiletries and stuff like that. And then to go to get toys, I'd had to go to Woolworth.
Oh God, Woolworths. Oh my God,
Yeah,
memories,
Woolworth had
Yeah, I love
toys.
them.
memories. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And
Yeah, what
Woolworth had just a little bit of everything, but it wasn't um, no comic books.
Thinking of.
Wynn's was kind of like it was kind of like Woolworth, the
Oh
one I was
okay.
talking about earlier. It was like, I guess you would say their competition here.
Speaking of smell, you know what had okay? I mentioned the odors of childhood. You know what I love the smell of, and I still have a nostalgic memory of it. The smell of new Tonka toys. They had a certain
Oh yeah.
smell.
Tonka toys.
I guess I'll never forget that smell. I can't describe it, but it's just the most sweetest smell.
Hmm.
Like, I'll never
Tonka toys.
Tonka toys. I love
Built
those,
tough,
man.
right? Weren't they like
They
you
were.
couldn't break them? You could throw them, and
Do
they
they
were just
still? Do the kids still play with Tonka toys? I mean,
I
everything is
think
that.
so. Right. I think there's this like big roly thing that like little kids can play with.
Yeah.
yeah. I just
Um,
think construction toys are still a thing.
yeah, like those kinds of
When
things.
I was doing research for this, I was kind of surprised some of the stuff. Like they have modern versions of it, like on sale for
Oh
on
wow.
Amazon. I was like, really? This is a modern toy? I thought for sure you wouldn't be able to buy it. All right, let me find like for an example.
Man, if I had a house right now, I'd be a toy collector. There's just no
Oh.
room. There's no room for it in my place. There's no room.
No.
There are
No
comics
room.
everywhere. CDs. I have thousands of
Oh
CDs
yeah,
here.
that was on my list too. Hungry
Oh, Hungry
Hippos.
Hungry Hippos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah!
And it's apparently it's still freaking available.
They
yeah.
still make
It's a
those.
Yeah,
classic. Yeah, it's
yeah.
a
That
classic.
kicks ass.
Because
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
you'd be worn out after playing Hungry Hippos, man.
There's no there's no way I can do that now.
Oh man.
I'm sure someone's gonna make a joke about my right hand action. That's from playing guitar.
Oh man.
Our grocery store had hard liquor in its own section.
Wow. Yeah, no.
I
We
live in
didn't have
I
that.
live in a 253, so they still have hard liquor in the grocery stores here.
Really? Wow. Yeah, I never
We
saw
didn't
that.
get here in San Antonio. We didn't get the liquor in the grocery stores till like maybe the 80s. or early 90s, if I can remember
Oh,
correctly.
really?
Yeah, they used to have all type of blue laws, and on Sunday you couldn't buy this and that. Only certain things could be on sale, and most of the stores were shut down, except like grocery stores or essential places. It was
Mm.
very conservative. But yeah, man, those Hungry Hippos. You
Oh
can still
yeah,
play it today, man. That was
yeah, they
amazing.
still play it today. And you know the other one they still play is those two boxers that just do like this.
Oh, I may have a variant of that.
Yes, those guys.
The Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I think they're gonna make a movie about those guys.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I think so. That was on the list somewhere that I saw. They were like, oh yeah, Warner Brothers was thinking about doing um
A
a
Rock'em Sock'em movie?
yeah, yeah,
Well,
amongst
what was
a
that
lot of them
one?
on their list.
Wasn't there some movie kind of like a knockoff on these a while back? Damn.
Oh, um,
Oh, God, I can't remember. Anybody in the chat remember? It was something they were fighting robots? Was it called Rock'em Sock'em Robots? Hell, I could.
oh, I have no idea. Um,
I think Wolverine starred in it.
Wolverine Stars?
Oh, yeah, the Rubik's Cube. That was the freaking MAGA.
Oh yeah. Oh, when the Rubik's Cube
Was
came
that it,
out, it
Joe?
was just insane.
JD, was that it? Robot Jocks?
That was
Oh,
a movie directed
Yeah.
by Stuart Gordon, right? Reanimator fame.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
maybe
well,
yeah, maybe that. Well,
yeah, I think
all
it
they
was
have to
based on this little toy right here. Now it's be fun one because you sit there and punch till you knock the other guy's head up.
yeah. Good. So now they could just copy that script because
Yeah. I don't think many people saw it. Ew.
yeah,
I actually never owned one of those. I would read about it myself on TV.
yeah.
Fortunately, never owned one of those. So.
I saw the commercial for them and I was just like, it was just too ridiculous because just all they're doing is like.
It's like it's a guy's game, I think, because just knock your head off first.
Oh yeah, that's right. The head would knock off. That's
Yeah,
right.
Whoever had the hardest, I guess, punch would make the head go.
That's right. That was it. That was right.
That's how they should settle things now with disputes. Let's go play Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
A nice healthy game.
Right. Let me get what Mikey just sent here.
Yeah. See if you remember these.
Get it transferred real quick for you guys. Download. This
Freakies cereal. From the 70s.
Oh, that's really going. That's a deep cut.
I
That's going all the way back.
told you, I'm gonna go deep today.
Yeah, that's all. That goes way,
Freaky cereal.
way.
Yeah, I can't remember what they taste like. I just remember the name, and I remember this cereal box when I was a kid. So we're looking at 75, 76 around that time with this.
Right? Weren't they like okay? So they're like Cheerios, but then the Cheerios are just colored differently.
I believe
think
that's
that
how
could
they
be it.
were. Yeah, I mean, I remember them tasting really good. I didn't. I should have looked them up before I got on the air because I have no idea whatever happened to these things. But Freaky cereal, for those of you Gen Xers old enough to remember this, for the longest time, Necron, I forgot the name of this cereal. I thought they were called Friskies, but no, they're called Freakies, and I remember them because there's this. I watched a lot of these picker shows, right? So I was watching Froggy Flip's picker show, and he bought some Freakies toys. Like Freakies, that's the cereal. That's the cereal I used to eat.
Awesome.
I can't remember if I used to have them, but I definitely used to get Freakies. So I just wanted to start it off with the most obscure stuff in my list. Um,
Yeah, you're blowing me away with the
That is
crazy
really
stuff.
like nobody would remember this one, but yeah, that's definitely.
I'm trying to
I'm trying to
find
remember the commercial too, because
where the hell did
that
I
was
put
another
this?
one.
I got something
Um,
that's weird. Yeah, I'll just keep talking about the
uh,
freakies.
okay, Nick, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to my next one here. Because because you guys are really curious what the hell I was talking about earlier. I just want to jump to this really fast.
Okay, did you send it to me yet?
Yeah, hold on, let me get it right
Okay.
now. Because you guys probably like wondering, what's that penis thing in the beginning of the show? What the hell was that?
I thought you were like, oh wow, is this some crazy Dreamwalker script or something?
I was like, oh no.
I don't think the
Exactly
one
what
will.
not
I
we
don't think the.
expected.
I don't think the well would handle that one. No, check it out.
he's,
Okay, he's in the chat. So like, what?
I
he's
kind
like,
of
I'm
thought
not
that
drawing
too, though.
that.
To be honest, I was like, "Oh no, is this?" Because it started off really, really good. Actually, it's suspenseful. The three girls, or was it some girls at a graveyard? It was like,
Okay,
Yeah.
I
so
sent
maybe
you in
not.
Necron. So everybody will stop being curious. And that's probably bugging the hell out of them.
All right, here we go. This is one of Mikey's crazy
Yeah,
picks.
me and
Me
him.
and him.
Okay, this
I
movie.
don't even know what that is, man.
Yep, he's looking at his penis. So anyway, this movie I think came out 89, late 80s, 88, 89. Stars
Uh huh.
Griffin Dunn,
Oh, okay.
who I
Yeah.
believe, could be wrong. I think he is the brother of Dominique Dunn, the girl in Poltergeist that was murdered in real life before the film
Oh,
came out.
wow.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus. Yes,
right?
I
She was
remember
murdered
that.
by her
Yeah.
boyfriend before the film came out. I believe that's his sister. I'm not 100% sure on that. But this movie, okay, I was writing for, well, back in those pre internet days, right? This was about 1990, 89 when I was writing for a magazine called Video Mania.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is a local rag somewhere. I think they're in Wisconsin or something. Um, they're one of those like stinky weeklies. Um, the paper was so cheap. Like if you touched it, you'd have like asphalt on your fingers, right? Because the
Oh,
print
Lord.
was so
Yeah.
bad. You had to keep washing your hands, right? Um, and this magazine was free, and basically you could write anything for them to publish it, right? And there's some crazy shit that got published in there. I have all my magazines here somewhere stored. Um, so I heard about this film called Meet Him about a guy with a talking penis. So I'm like, oh my god, I want to write. I want to see this
Oh,
film
it talks.
just to review it, right? Just to review it. I just want to review it.
I think we lost his mic. One second. He'll be back.
So I rented this movie from the warehouse, I believe. And I get those weird looks again, like what the hell is this? I got a talking penis, oh, um. Anyway, Video Mania, they don't, this time no longer exists now, where you have magazines like this, um, which all video reviews basically, and anybody can submit to them, and so it was fueled by porn ads. Okay, there are porn ads all over. That's how they financed the magazine, was through porn ads and stripper ads, and there was some hooker ads in there as well. Like I said, it was really sleazy and very punk. There you go, and and actually we found metal stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
It makes
like
sense.
makes sense, and so they didn't pay the writers. They gave you free copies of the magazine that you're in, and to me, that's better than payment of that magazine, right? So I wrote a half-page review of a man is talking penis. So one day I'll take a picture of it and show it to you guys. Um, well, this movie, all of a sudden, his penis has a life of its own and starts leading him into trouble, which is kind of close to real life, right? Except it talks to him. Like, if I recall correctly, the movie wakes up with his penis talking to him, and
Hmm.
and this penis is always like is incapable of having a serious relationship,
I wonder why.
and it goes from girl to girl, right? But hey, they're satisfied, you know.
uh,
And I believe that was a dream sequence where he dreamed his penis had died, and all these women were at the funeral,
all brokenhearted
all broken hearted.
or something. I don't know if it's brokenhearted, but
I don't know
that.
if maybe Tubi has this for all I know, right?
Oh, you know what?
Oh, probably. Yeah, Tubi has everything.
I was gonna say, I bet you it sounds like it'd be a movie you would see on Tubi. They like, oh yeah, we got it, bro. We got you covered.
This movie I haven't thought about in decades, Necron, until the other
When
day.
I saw this picture, it did one of those memory triggers. Like that
Yeah.
looks freaking familiar.
You might have seen it in the video store and you know what the hell it was, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it was it was available on VHS. So I rented it. I rented it. Oh my god! I rented this film at a supermarket. No, actually, it's a supermarket where I rented this film.
God,
So, I think it was Fred Meyer actually, because he had video rentals.
that's funny.
I watched this film with my mom. Okay.
And if so, then it must be okay.
Must not have been too bad, but the premise
Yeah.
must have been a little awkward.
Yeah.
It was. And look, I recommend this movie, guys. I recommended it when I was 22, so guys, go see it. And maybe Retro Nerd Girl will do a watch along for
Oh
No, thank you.
Richo's busy that day.
I have to wash my hair.
That's
Like,
man.
you know, I was gonna say if I watch it again, will it hold up? That's not the great coin of phrase I want to use.
Oh my god.
Me and him
Yep.
forgotten
Tubi
cinema.
has it, by the way. The chat, I guess, went and looked.
Oh wow, Tubi does have it. Okay.
Holy shit, Tubi.
Oh, here's a little
Tubi is
rundown of
pricey.
it.
Okay, Necron, you gotta do a watch along, and me and him on Tubi.
When his enthusiastic penis starts talking to him, a man finds himself in an awkward situation. You don't think?
Oh my god, I might want to watch this again. There you go, there, Retro. It's on Tubi. It's your assignment. You gotta watch it.
Retro's like, I don't know about
You
that.
gotta watch- you know what? It's actually pretty restrained. They don't show it. You know,
Well, it sounds like it's a comedy.
it's a total comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It sounds like a fun movie.
But you know what? It's kind of, when I saw it, and Necron, I'm sure you saw this one. And I said, "Oh, it's like a male version of Chatterbox. Remember Chatterbox?"
Vaguely.
Okay, Chatterbox is about a woman with a singing vagina.
Oh, okay. Yes. Some of these movies.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Okay.
Can you imagine being a studio exec and having there's a woman with a singing vagina.
The pitch
Like,
for now.
the pitch, even do the pitch.
But you gotta put it in a time capsule.
Exactly.
In the 80s, it's like, oh, that sounds pretty funny.
It was,
Yeah. I got one sent in by Fraser.
Uh-huh.
And we got the actual commercial for it.
Oh.
Fraser said he spent days upon weeks playing with this toy. And let's check it out. I don't know what it is, so here we go.
Oh no.
Here's Milky, the marvelous milking cow. It's fun to milk her, gonna do it right now. She drinks the water when we pump her tail. She's raising her head, it's milking time now. Her pretend milk is a feeling the pail.
She drinks water. I guess pretend milk.
Milky, the marvelous milking cow. Milky, the marvelous milking cow with pretend milk tablets. She's from Kenner.
That's real.
No way in hell, man.
Holy moly.
Look, can you imagine?
Okay.
Imagine the X-rated version of that.
That's what
Just the
I'm making
timing
that up.
of that.
I'm just throwing Fraser.
The timing of that
Oh.
after me and him.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was just sick.
Maybe that can be a creature in the Dreamwalker nightmare. Milky.
Yeah, Milky the
I
cow.
think the well can handle.
Wow. Holy moly.
It's so disgusting.
With fake milk tablets. Ugh.
Milk tablets, guys. The humanity. Oh gosh.
All right, let's see what retro has to say before we.
I don't think I have anything that measures up, guys. You guys are just I have really boring things like well, the only thing I have that's maybe interesting is Pop Rocks.
I love Pop Rocks. I love those.
Pop Rocks.
Now, I remember I was a kid and we used to pull pranks with Pop Rocks and cats and dogs and all that.
What did you used to do with that?
Feed them to them. Then watch the dog walk around like confused, like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah.
Childhood.
We didn't know
they
any better.
ate them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because they were
the
sweet.
cats even the cats even.
Okay, I might have exaggerated with the cats.
Oh, the cats.
Yeah, the dogs did. Yeah,
I can imagine.
They're just like, what's going on
It
here?
was like the popping. Yeah, I thought those were always cool, and they said you never put them in with soda. Inside soda.
No.
I learned the wrong way. Retro. I learned the wrong way. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you didn't drink
really?
the
You had
soda.
soda with Pop Rocks?
Yeah, we with the A&W root beer. It was horrifying.
Oh, with root beer
I mean,
too.
I
Of
laugh,
all
but
soda.
that
That's
is gotta be-
already all
It was
fizzy,
root
dude.
beer, you know. Hey man, I just why not, right? You know. No. That was
Holy moly!
How
That is
how
amazing.
bad was it? Like, did it hurt?
Yeah.
it hurt like hell. My tongue was on fire. I mean, it was just the popping was incessant. It was just really bad.
Because if you put the Pop Rocks inside of like a Coke, it fizzes, over fizzes, and it sometimes it can just shoot into the air like a projectile rocket. It's just really incredible.
Could have been worse, I guess. But it
Ooh.
was pretty bad.
Oh, here comes the human Beetlejuice, Mr.
Hi,
Negron.
Frasier.
He cannot stay off the nutmeg. Can you freaking Francisco steal your ass, bitch? You love internet. I thought King says. Frasier talk.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I tried to figure that out.
My question to you guys: is Pop Rocks still around?
Yes.
Wow.
Seems like something you could get like in a dollar store or something, right?
You can get them anywhere. And
I don't think Milky the cow is, but yeah, Pop Rocks.
you can get them from Amazon as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Amazon.
And don't feed them to birds because it will kill them. They have something in their digestion where, people used to be mean and feed them to birds, and
Holy moly!
It
Okay,
wasn't
so
new.
wait a minute. There's a couple of things you can't give to birds, right? Right, you can't give them obviously Pop Rocks, but there's also like, is it rice that you can't give birds?
rice.
Right, like it does something to their stomachs and they die.
Oh, really? I wouldn't be surprised. They
Anybody
can't
in the
digest
chat
them.
knows, like, confirm that for me, because I think that's one of the ones. There were tales of people getting married and they would throw rice around, and the birds would come and eat them, and they would end up sick.
Yikes!
I did not know
Well, that's a
that.
horror movie scenario right there. You know.
No wonder there was a movie called The Birds. They
Yeah,
wanted revenge.
Giving us some damn Pop Rocks and rice and funny guys. We'll get you.
Oh my
Mikey, you
God.
just added a great one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I figured.
cool.
I figured you knew this one, there, Ron.
Yep, let's add this one in. This is a good one. This one was one of the best things you could do pranks with too.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Remember this?
Oh
Slime.
yeah, I have some right now.
No way. You
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I somewhere in here, but I got some slime. Yeah,
Oh my god.
and in
So
the same canister too.
with Barbie making over $1 billion, right? What could
Hmm.
Mattel do?
Oh yeah,
And
this is gonna be amazing.
so
Oh yes, we need a
That's a
slime movie.
doozy. Well, you could make
Mattel, if
it just like the Blob movie, right?
exactly. So Mattel, anybody from Mattel watching, I would love to write this movie.
Ooh, a horror thriller comedy.
Oh my god. So they were done at 78 here, I think, or mid 70s, somewhere in there. I bought slime and I had it for a while until I no longer had it. I'll tell you what happened. Um, First of all, this toy is a parent's worst nightmare.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
oh
oh
yeah.
yeah. Yep. I used to get stuck in girls' hair all the time, and that was a mess to try to get it out.
Sibling, and Mal like older than me. No, something horrible happened to me when I was a kid with this thing. But not to me,
Oh,
my mom. So I was playing with slime on my bed, right? And back in the 70s, those shag carpets, right?
Oh no.
Let's just say the can fell and the slime spilled all over the shag
oh no.
carpet and just stuck on there like glue. It was disgusting, and yeah, my mom had to clean it up. Um,
Oh no.
it is one of the most pivotal memories of my childhood. And there goes the slime. I never had one again. I do remember
Oh.
the smell of slime as well. It has a
Yeah.
certain smell. I actually like that smell of this. Suppose those kiss cards, or Charlton comics. Um, but I want to do a slime movie. I'll write it myself. Um, I'm pretty
Well,
sure they stopped making this, right?
No, I don't. No, I don't think they're stopped. I think it's still going on
it's
because
still it's
Wow.
still a thing.
yeah.
I remember like one of the first pranks we
Let
did
me
with it.
double
Like
check.
we you have like a handkerchief
Yeah.
and you like you kind of hold it together and you go, man, mom, I really don't. I feel like I got a clogged nose, and you blow your nose and then
Yeah, that was the
stretch
thing.
it,
Yes, yes. You
and your
you
mom be like,
pretended to blow
oh
your
my
nose.
god. And then you only pretend to throw it at them or fall. That's what what's great about those things, the type of pranks you can pull with them, man.
Yeah, I don't see the canister, but I do see tons of slime.
Slime. Hey,
Um,
do you remember that? Like, do they still have these the like magic stores and things like that where you could buy like gag
oh,
gifts
yeah.
and toys and all
I
that?
have not seen one since like the early aughts.
Do you
Um,
remember the fake vomit you could buy?
oh yeah, yeah.
And, like all the
With the
pranks you
fly in
could.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah,
all the pranks you could do with it, and it looks so disgusting and
it looked
realistic too.
horrible.
They have those in
Yeah.
Seattle. Yep, I still have those. In fact, I went to one a couple of years ago and took some pictures. So, yeah, those are fun, man.
Yeah.
They had so many cool things. Like they had the cigarettes that were already lit. I think I even have some. They had, of course, whoopee cushions. They were the best.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they were the best. It's like,
How we set up your friends and your parents or
yeah, those are the best. And what was the other one they had? Like those fake mustaches with the glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I used to
Or
love
the,
those.
oh, the
I would
disguise
spend
one.
hours in those stores.
always
And
learning about
also,
those X-ray specs you see in ads in the comics, like
Oh,
oh yeah,
what about
I,
what was the sea monkeys, the little tablets you would put in, and you thought you get like
oh yeah, I bought some.
you did.
Yeah, and they make little swimmy little squirrely things, but
yes,
they're
but
really
nothing.
small. They're really small. They're basically like microscopic shrimp.
You're expecting like a whole kingdom down there with
Yeah,
mermaids and all type of thing. What is this?
I'm
I was
gonna create
expecting
my own
big.
Atlantis.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was like, oh,
exactly.
I'm
I
gonna
shall
finally
rule
have
it.
some friends to play with, and it's just like squiggly water. What's that?
Some
And
of
then
the
I think
things.
I got one time. I think the first time I got one, it didn't work. So I added the water and did all the stuff and added the food, and it didn't work. So
Didn't
kind
even
of sad.
happen. Didn't build the
No,
kingdom.
Yeah.
Or the X-ray
So
vision.
sad.
Did you say that already, Mikey? The X-ray vision glasses.
X-ray vision. I was curious about those. You know.
And then, like, it had the guy looking at the girl and like,
Well-
and like, I wonder.
Think about this. I mean, look how politically incorrect that was. You know,
Just off the
retrospect, like-
bat, yeah. you
Well,
know,
yeah, you know, telling kids it's okay to look at people naked, right? Those are like little comic book ads, you know.
Isn't that how
Yeah.
the Howling went? An ad for a mask in the back of a horror
Oh
mag?
yeah. Was it the Howling or was it Halloween 3? No?
Halloween 3 had the masks, right?
I
Yeah.
thought so. Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
one I like.
Yeah, I like that film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. With the turn everybody's faces into the bugs and everything. He was a warlock.
You know, I just remembered. Do you guys remember the Magic 8-Ball? Is that what it's
Yes.
called? When
Yes,
you would shake it, you know,
Yep,
some
I have a
glue.
couple of them hanging around somewhere.
You do?
Yeah.
You are a retro collector, just like in my comic book.
Yeah.
Got all
Yeah,
the
they're
cool
great.
stuff, man.
They're great, yeah. And you can like, I like the ones that say just yes and no, because you can ask like, should I go to the store right now? Is it safe? And then it'll say yes or no for you.
They should have an adult version of that, right?
Oh, they may have one out there.
They probably went out there already.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good
Oh,
one. The Easy
bake
Bake Ovens.
Yeah.
Cooking
Yep,
cakes
I
with
was-
the light bulb. Yeah.
Oh, I always wanted one, but I was too timid to ask my mom for what I wanted, basically. But she would have got it for me. But I knew that we weren't rich.
Same here.
Socks has an 8-ball too. So cool. Oh,
Awesome
so-
socks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the
Lois
comic
has them
book
too.
socks. Have socks with a Magic 8-Ball.
Ah,
Yeah.
they're great.
I think some people are talking about another type of 8-ball. So
Oh, there is another type of 8-ball.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's a drug reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you tricked me.
Magic 8-ball though.
Yeah,
Sox
Magic
Sox
8-ball.
says
The
he has
magic
an
8-ball, yes.
Sox says he has an 8-ball. Sox partying tonight. Woo. Nah, just kidding. All right, let's see what I got here. Since we already brought it up, let's get back to them Shogun Warriors. What do you say? Look at that.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so I'm not familiar with these guys. They look so cool. What are they?
Okay, the Shogun Warriors were Japanimation
Okay.
Mhm.
Cartoons from the 70s, but they brought them over here to America, right, Mikey?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
weren't they on HBO? That's where I remember seeing them first.
They're on. Great Mazinga, I believe, was on. And I always wanted HBO just to see that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so these toys in Japan, they were from different companies, but when they were licensed in America, they became the Shogun Warriors.
Yeah,
right?
they combined them all together.
Combined them all
right?
together. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Vanguard Ace and Great Mazinga, Raideen,
Guy King,
Guy
Dragon.
King. Yeah, they're awesome looking, and
And they had these. What were these like? 12 inches?
they were pretty tall.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a small miniature Mazinga, but
And yeah, and the die-cast ones were really cool too.
Yeah,
they were a
yeah.
little smaller. My friend, see, I would get the big giant ones, and my friend across the street, he was all into the die-cast ones.
Yeah.
So, very cool. If you can like find it on YouTube, just watch a couple episodes, man.
Hmm.
I'm a big fan. I like Guy King. Guy King was one of my favorites. And then look
How
at this
yeah.
How do you spell it?
Shogun, like a Shogun.
Oh, just
Warriors.
Shogun?
There you go. Look on the screen. You'll see. They even Marvel did their own comics with them.
Oh, cute.
So,
I used to buy that comic book as well.
mhm.
And I think you can probably find the anime on YouTube, retro.
yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And then you'll see all the different shows. Sometimes they're not even like they're not called Shogun Warriors, right, Mikey? They'll show
Yeah.
like the original Japanimation ones.
Yeah.
And this was
So
Mikey was
cool.
talking about earlier. They even licensed a Godzilla version.
Yeah.
I used to have that.
You can launch his fist as well.
Mhm.
Um,
And if you push that little red thing on his neck, he would shoot fire from his mouth,
yeah.
Hmm.
aka a little plastic thing.
Little
would come
plastic
I
out.
thing,
would love one of these.
And then
Super cool toy.
the Shogun Warrior, they can also have like missiles, right? Because I remember it had
Oh
missiles.
yeah, yeah.
These are pretty
Like
dangerous toys.
Yeah,
Mazi-
right. Shoot you right.
Mazinga and in his little hand, you could put little missiles in there and launch them.
Yep.
Mm, I think I
Dragon,
see
the
it.
red one, you could put an axe in there and it would like throw the little plastic axe, flip it.
Wow.
Totally cool stuff, man. Yeah, I don't think they would make that for kids now. Too many choke hazards,
Yeah, you'd poke your eye out, kid.
right?
Well, you know what I always wanted when I was little? I always wanted a Voltron Force 5 unit that you can put
Ooh,
together into one big one.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh man, I love that show so much. And then I found out that it was really from this the Go Lion series and like in the was it 70s or something or early 80s, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. I was able to see the Go Lion series, and it's way more like story and graphic than anything. Like Lotor is a complete monster in that thing. I loved it.
It's just really just timeless stuff. And um, I saw some of these at a convention that went a few years ago, and they were really pricey, even
oh,
outside the box. Even outside
Oh,
the
I
box.
could imagine.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I regret because I sold mine on eBay maybe about 15 years ago. And I
Yeah.
still got good money then, but what is I could get now is like,
Oh, it's a
damn it.
couple of $1,000s. I mean, it's
Yeah, I gotta shoot
thousands.
myself because
Well,
I got like
nothing.
$100 or something for like Dragon and Mazinga.
Yeah, I think I saw Mazinga in the box for 6K
Whoa.
about 2 years ago or so. It was mint in the box, so it was just you know about as
As a
good as
matter
it
of
gets.
One
fact,
thing I can say about seeing it like right in this picture alone, they're really good quality.
Yeah,
Looks like they're pretty sturdy, and of course, like the design is so nice. I do like these.
and
well, that's
Mattel as well. It's Mattel.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
really?
Mattel
That was
toys.
Mattel?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they would license them. The quality of the
Mattel.
toys were pretty damn good back then. A matter of fact, I think, yes, I do. Let's watch a couple old commercials for them. You know,
Oh,
picture
awesome, dude.
they're not the greatest quality, but whatever. Just
Yeah.
watch the Shogun Warriors, and then we'll watch the Godzilla one.
You can pretend you're a Shogun warrior on an
They're
impossible
that
mission.
big.
I am Daimos.
Daimos has leg missiles.
Daimos, behind you. Lances and missiles. I am Great Mazinga.
Great Mazinga has 3 knuckle rockets you can launch.
Yeah,
I am King.
King has chest rockets. And Fist.
He needs help. There. Mission accomplished.
Daimos, Great Mazinga, and King, each sold separately, not for use with
that's
other toys from the Shogun Warrior collection from Mattel.
one more.
The Shogun Warriors. King with rocket boosters. Great Mazinga with rocket launcher.
Look, Godzilla.
Is he friend or foe? You can
Oh, I
decide.
want that.
Launch his
Godzilla.
claw. Imagine his breath is a blast of fire.
What's warning?
The large Shogun Warriors and Godzilla. They're ready to strike when you are. The Shogun Warriors, Great Mazinga, King, and Godzilla, each sold separately. Accessories not for use with smaller Shogun Warriors from Mattel.
Wow.
My God, I haven't seen those ads in ages, dude.
How cool is that?
Wow, wow.
Mazinga's on little missile launchers could take an eye out. It looked like
Oh yeah, totally.
they're pretty powerful.
Say goodbye to your eyes.
I had one.
It will be the last thing you see.
Right.
Hey, kid, you'll take your eye out.
Take out both your eyes.
Aye.
Yeah, those were pretty cool. Yeah. Cool toys back then. Now, okay, I heard Fraser with some logic. Why would you want to pay $6,000 for a plastic toy? Screw that. That's freaking crazy. Virus collectors. I go collect CDs. And he probably has one of the biggest CD collections in Texas, right? Fraser's like, whole upstairs is nothing but CDs, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it has the cool color tint of a 70s porn.
Not that I would know.
Yeah, right. The old Super 8. What?
Running games until somebody loses an eye.
All right. You guys talk a little. I'm going to do some downloading.
Oh, okay. Well, I also remember something that I don't see a lot of anymore, and that is Boston baked beans. Do you guys remember those?
Are those the crunchy ones?
They were like peanut inside of a brown shell. It was like a burgundy shell. It looked like a bean. It looked like red beans, but of course it was candy shell with
I think I know what
the
you're talking. They
peanut.
were crunchy, right? Real
Oh,
crunchy.
they were really
real
they were so good.
rigidity.
No, they didn't have any ridges though. It was
Okay,
smooth.
then I'm thinking of something else.
It was
Then.
smooth, and you get like a little box, and they were so delicious. Does anybody else remember Boston baked beans?
I would have to see a picture of it. That usually a visual would trigger the memory.
How do
Let me.
I
Yeah, I
type
want
in
to show what Mikey put sent here.
Because all of a sudden I'm thinking of almond roca.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, they actually looked like beans. It was hilarious.
Boston baked beans. That sounds familiar. I remember hearing that name.
I've heard the name though. That's
so
true.
good.
Let me look up for you.
But I don't see them anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go.
You see it?
Yeah, I found something.
That's my childhood right there. Boston baked beans. That's it. Close the door. Close the door.
That's hilarious.
I loved candy when I was little. I couldn't stop eating candy all day long. Jawbreakers, now laters, Starbucks, Starbucks with Burst. Starburst.
I love Starburst.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Starburst. That's
And
my
they
jam.
got stuck all inside your teeth, right?
I
They didn't
love
even,
that.
like-
I love Starburst. And they're always available when you were buying stuff, or they're at the counter.
Yes.
They always have, so it's like impulse buy, like, hey,
And-
Starburst.
And they would also like sell just one for like a penny. I love when the store
those.
did that. Yeah.
Oh wow, one for a penny?
Yeah, they would sell like one for. I mean, when I was a kid, it wasn't a big deal. I think after the prices went up. I think first it was 15 cents, and then it went up to 25 cents, and then it kept going up. Now it's like $4 for a Starburst.
You just reminded me of something retro.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, they're so good. Oh gosh,
I remember those. Okay,
Yes,
now
see.
that's what those were called. Okay,
Yeah.
Yummy, so good.
So you just reminded me of bubblegum machines.
Oh yes.
And so I've been looking for this, guys. I don't know how to describe them. I mean, whenever I look for them on eBay, I find something else.
Okay.
So you know those little toys and bubblegum machines.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love those plastic football helmets.
Oh yeah.
Right.
They used to have
Yeah.
I used to put quarters and tons of quarters trying to get as many
just to get that.
football-
Oh
just to
gosh.
get that. I had a Seahawks football helmet. I had my grand prize was the Pittsburgh Steelers football helmet, and the Steelers had won the Super Bowl with Terry Bradshaw. And then I got like, holy shit, I got
That's really cool to win
That's-
that at
yeah.
that time. Yeah.
at that time, like
Yeah.
79, 78. And I tried looking for them on eBay, but instead I would get like the real size football helmet, not the bubblegum machine ones.
Oh.
So, always wanted those again, it's memories.
Yeah, because they had one with like stickers.
Yeah.
You could get, and then you can get those. Like inside that mixture, you could get a ring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rings in there. And
Yeah.
you could, what was the other things that you could get? You could get like, there was like a key or something. or you could get a little cartoon inside, like you can get a
Yep.
comic
I remember
strip,
that. Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And or like there would be like necklaces, but they were really super cheap.
And I just remember
They
something
break
too.
real easily. Yep.
Those football helmets came in these plastic eggs that were transparent.
Yeah.
You can see the football helmet in there. Like keep them in.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
like half of it was like one color, and then the other half was that,
Yeah,
and you
there
just
you
popped
go.
it open.
You
Yeah,
pop it open, you
yeah,
got. Oh
yeah.
man, I'm getting so nostalgic now. I want
Yeah,
one of
that was
those.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down here, if the big one was to get, obviously, was Cowboys and Houston Oilers. If you got those, you'd be like, yes. You know, the Texas team.
Okay, here's an obscure one. I know they're not stickers. They're little plastic representations of Hanna-Barbera characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
what were those called? I can't remember what they were called. But they're
Oh.
bubblegum machines, and you put the quarter in, and you get Yogi
What-
Bear, like a little
Was
Yogi
it like
Bear.
a tattoo because you licked it and then you put it on your hand?
No, that wasn't tattoos. Like it's
Were they
little,
like those little
'Cause
puffy
they had
ones?
those too.
they're pictures in like they're very tiny pictures, like your fingernail size, pictures of cartoon characters, but they had like some kind of plastic. They were like encased in plastic type of thing.
Mm.
And I don't know what they're called, but I haven't seen one since 78, 79. I just remember collecting those. They had Yogi Bear. It had all the Hanna-Barbera characters. Man.
Because what I remember is that they would have those characters, but it was like you licked your hand and then you put the picture on there, and then it would
Yeah, I
transfer.
remember those too. Yeah. These
Those were
different.
fun. They were
Oh.
so much fun.
That kind of reminds me, remember Play-Doh?
Oh, but yeah, I have
You could take the newspaper cartoon and put it on there, and then
silly
transfer it.
putty.
Silly putty.
Yes,
That's it.
I did that all the time. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
you
some
could
of
stretch it out and do all
some of
that.
my old
Yeah.
comic books, Necron from the 70s, you can tell. That
Yeah.
they originally had sleep. They're kind of faded. Certain
Because you were doing
panels
the
were
silly
faded.
putty on them.
Yeah, but
Yes, for
for
sure.
that was such a
for
cool
some
trick.
reason, there were always the girls too. Like, why is that faded?
Mikey, you're busted again.
Yeah, Carol Danvers bending over. Like, wait a minute, why is that faded? Like,
Transferring it everywhere.
Oh man,
Silly putty. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that was
that's the name
classic.
of it. That
I
takes me
used to
back.
love that stuff.
I love Silly Putty.
Yeah, I think it was like universally loved by all kids, and you just played with it for hours and hours, and nobody would bug you that you were playing with it either. Like
No.
with other toys and things, we were like, oh, you can stop playing with that with silly putty. One of my favorite things to do with silly putty was when it got really old. You could use it to clean things up with.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You could use it to clean things. That was the best.
Oh, and I want to bring up when Bro Grew brought up Now or Later. Those are one of my favorite
Yeah,
candies from
Now
back
or
then
Later.
too. Yep.
Yeah, another one that would just get stuck way deep inside of your teeth. Like, I mean, it's just like, how do you get that out?
Those would literally pull out fillings, right? But
Yeah,
you
they
had
were. And there's no way to try that now.
all your fillings pop, 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 right out.
Yeah.
All right, let me show this one, Mikey. Let's do this one first. The San Pedro Beach Bums.
Obscure television.
I have
don't even
never
recognize that.
I'm a
seen
big
this.
TV fan. I can tell you right now, guys, this was on in 1977 because I was in the hospital when it came on. I used to watch it as my spleen removal when I was 9. And I used to watch this in the hospital room. I still remember it. Guys, I don't think this show even had a full season run. I think it was canceled before they even showed all the episodes.
And you were like, damn it, I was getting
Yeah, I
into
know.
that.
Looking at this picture, I don't know what that blonde girl is holding in front of that
A
black kid.
banana.
It looks all wrong to me.
Like, what is going on there?
It's a weird
70s.
it's a weird
what can you say?
innuendo. Like, why are you holding a banana on this dude?
Maybe that's why she's laughing.
Yeah.
So I included another show, Necron. I want to combine these two shows. Um,
Oh, Fraser's flexing. He's like, I'm out of here. Francisco sent me a link. Okay, Fraser. We'll see you later, dude. That's not what beach bums look like now.
Ah.
yeah, show all druggies now.
Okay, and let's do this other one you sent me,
Okay,
Mikey.
yeah. Remember this
Making
one?
it. Barely remember that
Making
because of the Dr.
Oh.
Pepper guy and
Well, I remember the song Making It. This is also a TV show?
TV show. It was a rip-off of Saturday Night Fever, so the old disco
Oh.
thing. And Making Out was the Bee Gees-esque song.
Yeah, I remember the song.
Yeah, he became a Dr. Pepper guy. He also became an Admiral in London, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this show lasted, I don't know, maybe half a season. I don't know, it was just gone. But I used to watch it, around the same time as the other one. Now I just remember another show, Necron Retro, called Out of the Blue. It was a spin-off of Mork and Mindy.
Was it?
Yeah, more artists called Out of the Blue. I think it was an angel. I'm sure the trailer's on.
God. I think it's coming back.
Can
The
you
angel
look it
used
up
to come and talk to Mork, right?
Yeah, exactly. Can you look up on YouTube?
Oh.
Put the trailer up. See. If,
As long as it doesn't give me a copyright strike.
yeah, exactly. I was worried about it too.
Yeah, because if it's like a TV show, it might be copyright.
You did the trailer, yeah.
Oh, they got me for trailers before too.
Really? That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
do commercials. Sometimes I was
Wow.
worried because sometimes they do commercials too.
Yeah, I had played those on other shows before, so I'm
Oh
okay.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what was the name of it again? I just forgot.
It's called Out of the Blue.
Out of the blue,
Blue TV.
man.
TV series 1979.
Yep. It was a Mork and Mindy spinoff that no one remembers. In fact, I just now remembered it.
All right, let me open up a couple programs here so we can.
Necron is doing the technician stuff.
By the way, somebody mentioned Evil Knievel.
Yep, I might be able to.
I was a
show
big
this.
Evil Knievel fan when I was a kid. I had
Oh,
an
yeah,
Evil.
Oh, Evil Knievel. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like the
He was
shit
the-
back
He
then.
was the
he
shit,
the
man.
Yeah.
I had an Evil Knievel lunchbox when I was a kid.
A lot of people
Yep.
did. Like that was the thing. You have to have one of those.
The
He was
Knievel
amazing.
lunchbox for sure.
He was like the modern day, Houdini.
until
back
he
then.
beat up his manager, I think, or he beat up his agent and
Oh.
landed him in the hospital.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Oops, sorry
I
for
watched
ruining your show.
My mom shielded me away from all that. She was like, no, you don't need to watch TV.
Yeah, there's an Evil Knievel documentary or
Oh.
bio movie or something. It's really
Yeah.
good. I don't know how accurate it
wow.
is, but I enjoyed it. All right, I'm not gonna play this whole thing, but I'll do a little of it before they try
Yeah,
to
just maybe
hit
that
my
was-
stream.
You don't want to get hit by this.
Yeah, I push my luck with my metal stuff, so. But I'm gonna do it for the metal. All right, Out of the Blue opening credit. I don't even remember this now, Mikey. Let's check this out.
Oh my god, that music.
Life is a riddle. You're in the middle, and the puzzle
Oh my god.
This-
Holy shit.
This man would never be cast in a lead role on TV nowadays.
No way.
All right.
I-
My god. Wow.
Holy shit! The Nightmare Game. All right. Okay. We gotta stop. We'll come back to Out of Blue. Is that the one, JD, where you played along with it, and at the beginning of the game, the guy is freaking whispering, so you have to turn the volume up really high, right? Because you can't hear what he's saying. And then he's like, "You got 5 minutes to complete the whatever," and it just starts playing creepy little music low.
Wow.
And I think this is it. And then what would happen is when he came back, he would scream and lightning real loud, and it would scare the holy shit out of you because you're all concentrating on the game and the volume was up. They tricked you. And he would come back and he would scream. I think he screamed like maggots, and like, playing like, oh, is that the game? It was a board game with a VHS. I remember playing that.
Wow. Actually,
Yes.
you know what? I
Yeah.
don't remember that, but it just reminded me of a film called Nightmares that came out in '83. It was like an anthology film. Not sure if you guys remember that one.
That sounds familiar too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yes, that's it. I remember that game, dude. That freaking game. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, Kevin. Thank you. Okay, so Out of the Blue, dude, that looked pretty terrible.
It's awful. I was actually cringing watching. Like, what do we dredge up here? I guess Pandora's box a whole new meaning, man. Who's that goober they cast too?
I know, like, this is your leading role. Okay,
You'll never see a leading man like that ever again.
Only in the 70s.
And then he had a ton of makeup on.
Yeah.
I was like, what is
Caked
he,
on.
like a real person or what? Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. One of my favorite, it's probably not obscure, but I always just like bragging about it.
Yeah.
This movie freaking rules. Inframan.
Inframan, love Inframan.
Oh, I've heard about this movie.
Oh, Retro, you haven't seen Inframan?
No.
Retro,
gotta
you
put that
gotta
on.
see. You gotta see it. Or maybe
You gotta
Scooby
put-
has it.
You know what? I think I can show you the trailer because I played it before. This movie is out of control. It is. And no, it ain't no Power Ranger. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, that looks like Power Rangers." This smokes the Power Rangers. Look at these monsters.
I think they're cool. I like those
Look at
guys.
that. Some of the best villains out there. And then Princess Dragon Mom, when she finally revealed her true form.
Oh,
Yes, that's her
yeah.
name. The villain is called Princess Dragon Mom. Look at those fight scenes. Man whooping ass. Let me see if I can show something here real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Man.
Man, that looks better than any James Gunn DC film, that's for sure.
Did you see what he did to the Blue Beetle?
No, what did he do?
And now he's saying, "Oh yeah, well, it's not part of my canon, but the actor is going to be recast.
Oh,
but it's
that's
part
right.
of the
That's
DC,
right. Yeah.
DCEU. It's not part of." I'm like, thanks for hiring this guy to crash every movie you're coming out with. I mean, if you could have hired me if you wanted someone to do that.
Wait a minute. Whoa. He said what?
He said the Blue Beetle is in the DCEU, not in the DCU, but the guy cast as Blue Beetle will be in the DCU, but it's not part of the DCU. Because apparently the movie takes place in the DCEU. I'm like,
and
dude,
so
what
the
are you
guy
doing?
that's playing Blue Beetle is going to be cast in the DCU, but as another character.
No, I think they're gonna keep him as the Blue Beetle. That's I can't guarantee with James Gunn, but that's
So
I
then
think what
why
he said,
bother differentiating that?
exactly.
Well,
Unless you
because he wants his universe, you know. Well, it's gotta be...
See, I think he wants
nothing
to-
Snyderverse in my universe.
Yeah, 'cause
Exactly, totally.
'cause, yeah, the way it sounds is like he wants people to go to the theater to see this guy and still think he's part of a universe, but
Just
not
not
really
his.
own it that he's going to be a part of his universe.
Yep.
Right.
I don't even know where this logic comes from.
We need some kind of code book to understand.
Sure, like let's go to page 52.
Right.
Line 72. We like
Because
I'm
apparently they
lost.
reference on Henry Cavill's Superman in it too. So
Oh, yes. And that makes sense because there was that release, right? That was said where the filmmakers were saying, "Oh, we dedicate this or we use a lot of influences from Zack Snyder," right?
yeah, the filmmaker apparently
Interesting.
likes
Yeah.
Zack Snyder.
Okay. That's
All
cool.
right. Back on course. I want to show you the trailer to Inframan.
Ooh.
See what you
Let's
think
see,
of
it's
it. Retro.
buying some time there for you.
Thank you very much. Let me hide. A little loud.
At last, science fiction creates the ultimate man, Inframan. And a motion picture creates the ultimate spectacle.
Oh yeah.
Adventure beyond your wildest imagination with the man beyond bionics. 6 million light years beyond believability.
6 million.
Is he man or machine? Electronic circuits integrated with living cells in the living body of a man.
I'm going to try it out on myself.
Powered by nuclear energy.
There's Lobito right there.
We wouldn't have a chance.
Inframan. You won't believe your eyes. You won't believe your ears. You won't believe your mind. Now, Joseph Brenner brings you the most advanced product of bionic science, towering above them all. Thunderbolt fists. Rocket feet. Can Inframan survive heat that melts rock? Cold that freezes fire? Is Inframan a match for men of steel? A motion picture that will stagger your imagination. Inframan, the ultimate in science fiction.
Man, when I was a kid, that was the greatest trailer.
Right, Mikey?
It's awesome.
How many explosions we got burning?
It was sensory overload.
Miniatures, everything, and lots of pew.
Ultraman came out before this. He did, but in my book, Inframan topped.
Yeah, the Shaw Brothers sounds really familiar. Why am I?
Do all the kung fu movies.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
that's pretty cool.
Released in the U.S. The one I was telling you about last week in the chat, the Boxer's Omen. That's another Shaw Brothers one.
Wow.
Bro, you knows it was made by the Shaw. Yeah, I think it was actually made. Oh God, was it Korean or something? It was like, you know, I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't Japanese. But it was something they were like, you know, trying to make to compete with that. With the
Ultraman.
Japanese, the Ultraman and all the other stuff going on over in Japan at the time. But Inframan's just out of control. Like if they did that today, I think it would be like one of the most awesome movies ever.
Oh, it would be. It would be.
You know what I did, Mikey, when I was a kid? I turned my paunch from Chips. Pomps from Chips and my Shazam Captain Marvel figure, and I combined them and I made my own. I painted them and did everything. I wish I still had it. I made my own Inframan figure out of them.
That kicks ass.
Nice.
Yeah, and even my friends were like, "Where'd you get that?" I was like, "I made it." Like, what? And I was like, "Yeah, I made it."
That kicks ass, dude.
Yeah, I made my own little Inframan. He would beat up all the other mega figures. Pop, pop, pop. You don't got Thunderbolt Fist Superman. Take that. Yeah, that movie's is like, if you can watch, I think you can probably stream. I think Amazon has it, or you can stream it. Now, what kind of sucks is They show a version that's just subtitled and it's not the original American release, but if you can find like the VHS of it, that has all the cool music and it's the American version of the movie.
Cool.
It's just it's a little different. It has like that cool music you were hearing and all that.
I
But
mean,
yeah, the music was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Imagination, like, and you know, the Japanese Spider-Man too is another favorite as well.
Yeah, I've never seen like that on YouTube, but never actually seen it. All right, Mikey, let's start winding down because we've been going almost an hour and a half here.
Yeah.
We all got things to do, but what is this?
So, as you know, with the music and everything, this is a long forgotten song. It's a song that actually hit number one.
Really?
Number one on Billboard. Shut up your face.
Oh, okay. I'm getting that cutter.
Shut
up your face.
Shut up your face. Hey, Joe Dolce. One of the classic novelty songs of the 1980s. I think it's 1980 this hit number one. And when I was in Arizona, I used to hear this all the time in the car radio. I'm not sure if any of you guys remember this one, but
No, I don't remember this one. You got me.
it's kind of like a talk sing comedy skit, and shut up your face. That's pretty much the whole song. But,
Shut up your face.
Yeah, when you're 12 years old, man, anything is funny, really. So,
Oh, of course. I mean, I would laugh at that.
Yeah.
I still laugh at it now. So you imagine 12-year-old me. This is a cool comment. So Inframan does have a connection to Power Rangers. Toei Company did the costumes. They also did the Super Sentai costumes. Super Sentai series was stock footage for Power Rangers. Oh, okay. Dang.
and that Japanese Spider-Man led to the Power Rangers too, by the way. So.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Lawlessness remembers this jam. I used to sing it to my sister. Yeah, it's like a brother sister thing to do each other. What the kid was saying about Blue Beetle is that Blue Beetle, if successful, will be a part of the new. Okay, yeah, nah. I think that comment needs to do some research. That's not happening. I think a little confusion there. But anyway, beyond that, do I have anything else I want to?
Oh my God, Lawless is quoting it now.
Yeah, I got lost reading that.
I mean, it's one of those songs that I have not listened to in about 40 years, probably. I just remember on those road trips you do. You hear it song over and over again in the car.
One of those ones you just start singing along and laughing to.
Yeah, when you're 12 years old, I just have very fond memories of hearing on AM radio. AM radio, who still remembers this AM radio, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. AM
AM
radio.
Talk radio.
Yep. And there was a lot of music on AM radio too back then. Remember, radio was like the only thing. Radio and TV.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
could get, like,
not cable,
blues
just TV. Yeah.
There was one time I went to the AM radio and they were playing like music from like the 1920s and 30s. I was like, yes.
Wow.
This was like in the early aughts. I don't know why they were doing
Oh my
that.
God.
I was like, how do I get this channel again?
That's funny.
Oh, Stretch Armstrong.
Remember
I think you
Stretch?
can get him from Amazon now.
Yeah, I think that they sell versions of it. When I was doing research, but as a kid, we would always try to pull it apart to see what it was made of. That was, like,
Everybody
the
did.
goal, right?
I have some trivia for you. The little kid in the Stretch Armstrong ad who's stretching them out, he's my friend.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I met him online a few years ago. And yeah, it's really him. You know?
That's
It's
cool.
crazy.
Mikey, your connections, man, they're always like,
I know
wow.
Stretch Armstrong. Come on.
And of course, this is one of my favorite shows. Didn't last too long, but Rogers.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
I mean, I met Gil Gerard a few years ago. Super nice guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Twiki was there. The guy who played Twiki before he passed away. I should have got a photo with him, but I ran out of money, and I regret it now because he passed away like a year later. I love Buck Rogers. It was a great show. Oh, Erin Gray, right? Oh man, she was smoking.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie was even a little more saucier? The Buck Rogers movie that came out before they made it a TV show.
Yeah, I saw the theater too.
I saw it too in the theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, the beginning, the
I
sequence
didn't
was
see
just the beginning sequence is just Buck Rogers waking up and making out with women.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was way more saucier than the TV show, man.
I may have seen it, but it's been such a long time.
Yeah.
And I think around that time I was busy because I was doing a lot of. My family was doing some traveling, and I was traveling.
Couldn't go and see movies all the time.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody else want to add anything? I think we had fun with this episode.
It was a great show. Great show.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect from Pandora's box. So.
Yeah, well, I kind of like when we just free throw because then it's just it's natural, It just kind of whatever
natural
comes
and,
through. Yeah.
And I love all the nostalgia that we do.
Man, we should have gave Retro a little more time. She could have showed some of her.
You know what? I have
stuff
an
she
idea
has
for next
around,
week's
man.
show. Why don't we just do an all 80s show? But anything goes.
Anything goes 80s.
Anything you want to bring up about the 80s that you love that people might have forgotten about? Those do really well. You just get people's memories going again.
Yeah.
So anything goes 80s. All 80s.
Anything 80s.
I just did a freaking
Fun
80s metal show last night. Did well. Everybody
And
loves
I'll
the 80s.
bring up some stuff that you
What? I gotta catch that then. I love 80s metal.
Yeah, well, it's the underground stuff, my friend. You know what? I'm gonna play something as we leave, and we don't gotta come back afterwards. But this is a old 70s TV show.
Oh.
Yep, Saturday mornings, live action TV.
Oh God, Jason Star Command.
No, it's not that crazy. that got Retro's attention.
It's Academy.
Captain Caveman. That's a good one.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I love Captain Caveman.
Captain
Caveman.
Yeah, that's a great intro.
But who were those two girls though? You remember their names?
I don't remember.
man.
Was it Trixie? Was it Trixie? Was it Trixie? I can't remember.
Yeah.
You got me again,
Captain
Mikey.
Caveman. For some reason it's not the kind of it's like when you think about it, it's not really attractive, but when you start watching it, it's addictive because it's so funny.
Caveman's great, dude. He's funny.
Yeah, he was wonderful.
But who is that wolf? That wolf character? Wolf. You remember that cartoon? That wolf guy?
Fang Face.
Oh, was he always smiling? Oh,
yeah,
was he always laughing?
Yeah. Well,
Are we talking about Fang Face?
Fang Face. That's it. Fang Face.
Fang Face was awesome. Yeah.
Oh my God! You remember it?
I love Fang Face. That was
That's
like one
so
of my
nice.
favorites, man.
I think you mentioned it, Fang Face on the cartoon series that I did a while back.
That's right. I put that in the comments, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'm in the wrong file. No wonder I can't find these. Good Lord. Let me get a second here, guys.
About the Plastic Man cartoon? Like in
Plastic. Dude, we were talking about Hulu the other day.
Yeah. And in the beginning of the show, they actually showed Police Comics #1. That blew me away as a kid. That's the first appearance of Plastic Man. And they actually put that in the cartoon.
I'm going to show something, but not going to play the whole thing because they'll get me. But check this out.
And so when the moon shined on little Sherman Fangsworth, he changed into Fang Face. A werewolf.
Wow.
Only the sun can change him back to life.
My God.
So little Fangs grew up and teamed up with 3 daring.
All right.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
Remember that music kicking in now?
Dude, man. Yeah, that takes me back, man.
Fucking Fang Face, dude. All right. Okay, this one. Well, we can just react a little and then we'll go. All right. Here we go.
Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition. At the greatest earthquake ever known. High on the rapids, they struck their tiny raft, plunged them down 1,000 feet below to the land of the lost.
Get out of here! Come on! Bill! Come on, Holly, let's go!
The land of the lost. To the land of the
Nice. I want one of those.
Said Marty Croft, man. Like your woman and Dinah girl. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
like
yes,
Woman
yes,
Dinah
yeah,
Girl.
exactly.
Oh,
Right.
man, Wonderbug. Do you remember Wonderbug?
Wasn't that their car?
The car, yeah,
Yeah,
Wonderbug.
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right,
All right.
guys, that's it. We can go
All
on with this
80s
silliness
next
all
Wednesday.
night. All 80s, anything goes. Next,
Anything goes.
All right, sounds good.
See
Thanks
you
for
guys.
tuning in, everyone. See you, Mikey.
Take care.
Or
Let me
good
play my
night,
little-
See
Mikey.
you guys. Yeah.
Thank
Good
you,
night,
everyone.
Lorna
who listened.
Glenn.
Thank you, chat. You were killing it.
Yeah.
Just talking.
Yeah,
I
you
love
guys
when
are awesome in the chat. Have a great one.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.